Hello everyone, I'm Fiona, and today we're going to do some movement into breath and mindfulness. The idea is to totally relax your nervous system. And so we start with movement, and all I want you to do, I know that there might be some people in bed, there might be people on chairs, but all I want you to do is hold on somewhere and have enough room to curve through the spine, dropping your head down, and then drawing yourself in and rolling the shoulders down the back. This is kind of like a cat-dog movement in yoga, but just sitting where we are, just dropping the shoulders and then letting them flow down your back. Good. And then from there, just take your head and slow and easy, moving around. And changing direction. If it feels crunchy, everybody's feels a bit crunchy at first. Good. And then just take your hands up. So your thumbs to the back and fingers to the right. Inhale to the left and exhale to the right. Good, let that go. And then if it feels appropriate, so you can bring your knee in and circle. Just get a bit of movement into the groin there and other side. It doesn't matter how far in it comes or doesn't. Just moving itself makes such a difference. And now we're going to begin 7-8 breath, or 4-7-8 breaths. So what this does is we're going to inhale for a count of 4, hold the breath to the best of our ability to the count of 7. I have my notes here so that I remember. And breathe out slowly for a count of 8. So we inhale 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, before we begin, I know that there are people that are dealing with a bit of breathlessness. Make it shorter. Breathe in for 2, hold for 4, breathe out for 5. Whatever you need to do to get that sense of a breathing pattern that will slowly but surely will help people to get to sleep. It's a form of pranayama, which is the practice of breath regulation. And pranayama is one of the sciences of yoga. So let's begin. If you're with me, it's breathing in for 4, holding for 7, and exhaling slowly for 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel. As your body is more oxygenated, you may find that you have a little bit more energy, a little bit more clarity, perhaps a little more clear and less foggy. You also might find that with this practice that when you are feeling anxious, you can And that's why we hold for longer and we breathe out for longer. So it's something to look at, just trying out a couple of times a day, perhaps before you go to sleep. Now we're going into a meditative time, and I'd like you to gently close your eyes. Take your awareness inside. Feel your breathing, gradually slowing the breath even more. Find a slow rhythm and a pause between the breaths. Dive in. Experience the filling up of the breath in, the expanded holding, and the other side, the letting go, the emptying, the experience of feeling empty. Feel the breath moving in and out. And notice any places in your body that feel good, grounded, strong, calm, happy, inspired, open, alive. Now shift your awareness. What sounds do you hear in the room? The ticking of a clock, buzz of electrical. How about just outside the space you're in? The hum of people talking or walking down the hallway. Sounds from the kitchen, down the way. What's the furthest sound you can hear? An aeroplane in the sky, traffic in the distance, the hum of the highway. Notice how the volume comes up as you listen more and more deeply. So sound is selective. With a microphone beside you and we start recording, we hear sounds that we would otherwise miss because we tune in sometimes to what we want to hear, and sometimes we tune in overly to things we don't want to hear. Focus to the sound of birds, the sound of the breeze shimmering through trees, the buzz of life. What can you feel in your body? What is supporting your weight right now? How many points of contact do you have with the floor? A chair, the bed. Can you feel your clothing, your hair on your face, Can you feel a chain around your neck, a ring, a watch? Notice how you feel now that you have used your senses to orientate yourself to your location in time and space. We follow a natural rhythm of contraction and expansion within our bodies. It's the natural flow. Breathing in and out, beating, your organs contracting. Understanding and experiencing this rhythm reminds us that even when we're going through tough times, there will be relief as day follows night follows day. The constant is always change. Restoring this natural rhythm is crucial for our mood, our vitality, our overall well-being. When it's re-established, we find a balance between pleasant and unpleasant feelings. We may feel pretty poor in one moment, but knowing that it can change gives us hope and helps us move forward. Even just the relaxation response in the body is liable to make discomfort less. When your nervous system is overwhelmed, your neocortex goes offline. This means you can neither take care of yourself as you operate in real time, nor integrate new skills. What does that mean? In fight or flight, so we need to take ourselves into as relaxed a state as we possibly can, using our ability to release tension in our body, our ability to control and slow the breath, thereby faking the breath of relaxation, faking the body of relaxation. And what happens is the mind follows and becomes more spacious. When you are overwhelmed, the reptilian brain is running the show, and you're not in your logical or rational mind. If you speak rational thoughts to someone who is overwhelmed, you may as well be speaking another language. Think of the time that you totally lost it, hyperarousal, only to later think, okay, maybe I overreacted. Though at the time, it absolutely did not feel like you were overreacting. So how do we focus on our breathing without being distracted? Observe the one who breathes and notice there also feels like there is one that watches, a witness, any more than one perspective. So just watch. And each time you notice the losing of focus, you are also noticing the building of a muscle. It's like starting to do exercise with dumbbells. And at first you can only do 3. But you did 3 and you were tired. But the next time you went in after a break, maybe 4, maybe 5. So with your breathing, just watch. And each time you notice the losing of focus, you're also noticing the building of a muscle. You were getting stronger. You were getting better at it. There is no failure, only subtlety on the journey to mastery. Okay, let's close our eyes again, if any. Being inside. And let's use our imagination now. Let's imagine that we are in a beautiful Balinese garden. That's where I am. I'll take you with me. Outside there are tall palm trees and coconut trees, and they're moving a slow dance in the wind. There's water everywhere. It's been raining and all the water features are overflowing. So there's no edges. The water comes right to the top and is spilling over the edge everywhere. There's the sound of birds. There's probably monkeys in that forest. You can literally watch the plants grow and flowers open. Keep observing, keeping up this background of your slow and easy breathing as you focus on what you can see. Some things like butterflies are huge here. Some things like dogs and cats are very small. You can hear the sound of roosters in the distance. They're much smaller than their voices. Feel the energy of water coming in and blessing you. Imagine water flowing in through the top of your head and sinking cell by cell down through your body and nourishing every part of you, dropping in like a wave into dry sand. And each part that is nourished by water relaxes, expands, and is very much more alive. Feeling your feet, feeling the air on your skin, feeling your breath flowing out and flowing in. Keep observing. Keep watching your breath. Listening. If you find yourself speaking in your mind, stop that and come back to the observing of the breath. Feeling the breath flowing in, and pause. Feeling the breath. As you drop down into peace, memorize the feeling tone of more space in your body. Pause and space in your breath. Quietening of the watching mind. The experience of peace. And these are the components. We can practice meditating, washing dishes, if we chose to feel our feet on the floor, feel our body in space, experience the hand going into the water, and observing and slowing our breathing and watching every single thing. We flood our senses with the experience. That's basically what mindfulness is. And anything that we have absolutely adored doing, those things that we lose time when we do them, we're fully mindful. We're totally engaged. Painting, dancing, walking through beautiful gardens, making love, talking to very special friends. We can take those qualities that we do naturally in some places and use them in others. Build the muscle. Create the skill. As you drop down into peace, memorize the feeling tone of spaciousness in your body, calm in your mind, peace in your breath. Observe it in such a way that you could come back to this way of being a little easier next time. Perhaps allow yourself to drop even deeper. Thank you, everyone.